Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Mayfield on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 56 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
70, Indy. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Look at me. Go. Come on, switch it. Check now.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones now operating from the gun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
57, Mike.
Throwing Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Man left, man left. Four down, check. Run. Watch out,
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
1st down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, let go.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He's going to look deep, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
53, check 53. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Mike, 53. Hey, Alpha. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And take it right on the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
57. Mike, 50.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Hey, 133.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And His throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on third down, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, check Mike 57. Five. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. 80 weapon. Go. Tighten up. Get it.
The final shot before break. Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm going to run you over. Check 43. Mike, 57. Check. Rock it. SOS.
On second down, Barkley. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script this.
There goes Sterling Shepard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
57, Mike, 57. At the 36-yard line. You got to be ready. Run. 57's Mike. Hurry.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Alert.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. He completes it to Tate. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Big stop. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Good. 180. Check. Watch 54. I got him.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 27, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Third and long for Mayfield. Steps away to his left, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Who draw corkers? Hey, wahoo! Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Speed grip.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. It's caught. Shepard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Come on, set. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Throwing on second and 14. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Bravo. Hey,
operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down. Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Leo.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Looking to throw. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, dude. 57 to Mike.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 4-2.
Here's Jones to throw again. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Mike, 53. Hey, Echo. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Watch the ship. King. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. I got it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And again, it's Chubb. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
180. Real. Let him know. 57's the mic. Hurry. I know he ain't got it.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I got you. Pistol. You're all mine, baby.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert! 57's the mic.
Mayfield down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Going deep here for Landry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.